Right, good evening everyone. Can you all hear me? That would be a good start, I guess. Um, just to sort of apologise for me not going live last time. Wasn't particularly feeling very great. Am a little bit better now. Still got a few things with me, but that's another story anyway. So yeah, I hope you're all well. Let's just check in with the chat. So Haunted Halloween, you were the first one in, so good evening. Flymo Chairman 1, thanks again for doing your admin stuff as you always do. Tarek, evening John. Paul Chapman, I can. Flymo Chairman 1, I'm not even going to try to read that, but anyway. TS Railways, good evening, hope you're well. Some new people popping in the chat, actually. That's pretty cool. Like new people. SJ Train World, good evening, mate. Hope you're well. Alex Dent, good evening. Just see you pop in there as well. So, yeah. Lots of things have been happening, as I'm sure some of you have already seen. I can hear you. Yes. Sorry, I did ask the question, didn't I? So yeah, lots of things happening, lots of things going on. Obviously, the big news is I have left Digitrains. Now, some of you have already seen the post and commented on it, and thank you very much for your well wishes. Traditional day, says Aaronville. Alan Price, good evening, mate. I hope you're well. Iron Horse Railways, good evening, mate. Yes, hello, mate. Glad you got your J27 all wired together with some helpful pictures. Yeah. So yeah, just going back to what I was saying. So the big news is I have left Digitrains. My last day was Wednesday. So basically I have had a good few days of just basically chilling out, getting ready for me starting my new job, which I start tomorrow morning. I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to say, because if I'm honest, guys, I'm having way too much fun watching everyone guess where I'm going. Someone said Disneyland. Someone even said about me going and doing voiceovers for characters in cartoons, which I found highly entertaining. But no, it's none of the above. I've seen lots and lots of stuff guessing. I will still be in the model railway industry. That is something I will divulge and give away. But yeah, I no longer work for Digitrains anymore. So yeah, big news there. So yeah. Layout update wise, I know, shush, be quiet you, I'm having way too much fun with this. This has actually been really fun. So you've left Digitrains. Wow. Would we ever be accurate to think? Would we even be accurate? I think we'd not get near Hornby. No, definitely not Hornby. Hornby's about 1 million miles away from me, actually. It's a good 4.5 hours drive. So no, I'm not going to go and work for Hornby. I'm definitely not going to work for Marklin in Germany. What's Digitrains? Digitrains was the shop that I used to work in Lincoln. I no longer work there anymore. Finding bits of plastic laying around my desk a lot today because I did some cutting out of the tender on my Loco. So John has begun a registered gear and metal escort service. Thank you very much for that, Iron Horse. I'm pretty sure Mrs. JMC will be hunting you down now for that one. Hornby belongs in the bin. Oh dear. Well, I have some Hornby Locos here, like the Black 5 we can see on the screen. That's pretty cool. You're going to work for Roco. Do you know what? The Roco cranes, though, they are pretty cool. Are you going to be opening your own model shop? Ooh, that's a good one. I've not heard that one. No, I'm not going to be Opening up, Bachmann, no. Do you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to read out the guesses, because I tell you what, it's just I got to be honest. I am just having way too much fun. Everyone guessing where I'm going. It's just brilliant. It's so much fun to watch. Lots of people have lots of different ideas. Bachmann would be pretty cool, if I'm honest, but no, I'm not going there. No, now let's not start Hornby bashing. Oh dear. No. So basically, I'm just going to carry on. Layout stuff. So basically, been playing a lot around with cameras. Rapido UK. Again, quite far away from where I'm actually am. You're going to be working at McDonald's? Yeah, definitely. Definitely going to be working at McDonald's, the drive-through, and I'm going to be doing the like the Karen's Diner kind of thing. Although I don't think I'd be any good at that, if I'm honest. Yeah, best not say, John. Confidentiality and all, John. No, I'm pretty sure they'd be happy for me to say where I'm going. But as I say, I'm just having way too much fun with people guessing this. Acura scale, that one's coming up a lot actually, but no, it's not Acura scale. Avanti West Coast, says Mick 92. No, definitely not. British Rail, little bit out of the time zone, but anyway. So no, anyway, I'll let you guys carry on guessing and all this sort of stuff. Obviously, I'll be reading the guesses out in the chat and all this sort of stuff, because it is great fun, I think is probably the word. But yeah, so obviously cameras, been playing a lot around with cameras and all this sort of stuff. So it's literally a case of, this is the normal camera that we see down the end of the thing. So I'll go to camera 2 now, which is the new camera that we've positioned inside the signal box. At the far end of the station. I do need to tweak the focus on that just a little bit by the looks of it, because it looks like it's slightly out of focus. So I need to tweak that at some point. We'll go to camera 3 as well. That's obviously very in focus, that one there, so we like that. Someone's messaging me. So not Akira scale, no Richard and John show then. There'll still be Richard and John shows, I'm sure. James Hardy, good evening. Are you getting the Hornby Turbo Motive? I'm not going to be getting the Hornby Turbo Motive. I find it one of those Marmite locomotives. You either love it or you hate it, and I'm definitely on the realms of I do not like it. I wouldn't say I hate it though. Have you told them yet? No, New Junction, I haven't told them yet. But I have had the comment of if I went to Akira scale, there'll be a new Richard and John show. So I did find that quite entertaining. Hornby is just a name now, says James Hardy. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but are you going to repair the Flying Scotsman? No. No, definitely not. I'm not that engineeringly gifted, I think would be the honest answer to that. Stuart, I will suggest Rails of Sheffield. Ooh, as my last. That's not one I've not heard yet, actually. So that's an interesting one. Working with Richard. I think he'd like me to go and work with him. I think, but nope, and nope. So. No, you're all just going to have to wait and see. This will be like the big announcement on the Monday evening, won't it? So, yeah. So we got Iron Horses in the chat as well. So he's on about doing a Tuesday night live stream, actually, which I'm all for. Obviously, I don't really do videos like Iron Horse or Richard or anyone like that sort of thing. I do the live sort of stuff. I don't know why I prefer doing the live, but it's just generally something I've stuck with since going. I think I like the interaction kind of thing because I can never find anything to comment on or talk about or anything like that. So anyway, Arranville, Dapo. It's not just Hornby that a few Bachmann motors go. Ooh. No, Hornby is just a scam where they make us pay £250 on a train. Wow, okay, someone really doesn't like Hornby in the chat, but anyway. I've seen the Flying Scotsman incident. Where was Mallard bashed? Are the 2 links have I missed? Ooh, indeed. I'm considering it. I've had quite a few votes so far. Oh yeah, sorry, yes, sorry. You put it to a vote, didn't you? Either a Sunday morning, a Tuesday evening, or I can't remember what the other one was now. But yeah, I went with a Tuesday evening because that'd be pretty cool actually. Because you've got me on a Sunday night. You've got obviously Jenny's Monday Club lot on the Monday night, and then we'd have the Iron Horse community on the Tuesday night. So, you know, pretty much you could pretty much just sort of have a nice little consecutive kind of week of everyone doing things and stuff. So yeah. Right, Phil Mawson, good evening, mate. Glad to see you. I'm going for a Cura scale and try. I'm going for a Cura scale and try Bachmann out. Must be easy commute from home to you, says Alan Price. So yeah. It's still going to be a bit of a commute. It's still going to probably take me a good hour to get to work every day. Incidentally, though, I do have to start a little earlier in the mornings now. I'm not going to enjoy that. There's been problems with the Rapido 15XX. I've seen lots of glue marks and lots of glue incidences. Excuse me. On the Rapido 15X. I've even seen a picture of a glue blob on the side tank of one, which was really disappointing to see, actually. I mean, I have 1506 here on the layout. It's on the layout tonight, actually. It's a commute to Ireland. Blimey. Jenna would never, ever let me Jenna would never ever let me do that, anything like that, I don't think so. But I do have going back to what I was saying, I do have the 15XX on the layout. There have been some little glue marks on it, but nothing that I would really consider that detrimental to the model. So yeah, what other problems have you seen by any chance, James Hardy? And obviously, as some of you may know, if you open up your booklets to the 15XX, if you went and got the sound-fitted Rapido 15XX, you'll see my name in the booklet that you will got. Well, in actual fact, it's in the standard models booklet actually. So yeah, if you turn through the page, you'll see my name appear in there, or John G at Digitrains anyway. But I don't work at Digitrains anymore. Oh no, they've got it wrong. No, well, you know, another thing wrong in their booklet, but never mind. Jamie Gooden, good evening, mate. Hope you're well. Hope your layout's progressing nicely. Do like your ID back scenes. As you know, I use the ID back scenes myself, but I need to probably redo them, especially I especially need to do this one on the screen now in front of me here, because this has obviously gone horribly wrong, and I think it's due to the heat, because obviously this wall here in particular gets a lot of heat through it, so I suspect the heat's not done it any good, and you can see that horrible join line there, so I need to redo that at some point. I do have a large piece of plastic which I'm planning on putting, excuse me, I do have a large piece of plastic which I'm trying to put between the wall and the thing, but I've not spent the time yet. I've been doing other things. Have I had any problems with locomotives? I've had problems with lots of locomotives. But generally, I'm one of these people that if I see a problem, I tend to fix it, as opposed to, God, what problems have I had with locos? I'm trying to think. I mean, I've had motors fail. I've had, I had one of the original 14 class 14 teddy bears that Helgen did. That was the 8-pin version, not the new 21-pin version. Why would you put 21-pin in that model? I don't understand it. You're giving us less space to put speakers, etc. in. So that's very annoying. Alan Price, will I still be doing sound files? Yes, I will still be doing my own sound files. So obviously things like the lovely library that Digitrains have, and there is a huge library that they have. Obviously, I don't have any of that anymore, so it's quite literally a case of I will be starting from scratch. Although I say starting from scratch, I do have things like my 68 and my 70. I'm going to be doing a bit more work on some new Steam files as well. Obviously, I've done the 15XX. Which you guys have heard and seen. 21-pin is the devil. Freddy is the devil. Freddy is the devil. Movie quote. Who said it though? But yes, I'll still be doing sound files. However, it'll be a case of I will have to make my own new sound files now. I do have lots of recordings for things. The 68 is nice, thank you very much, New Junction. It's one I'm particularly proud of. I'm hoping the 70 will take off as well as the 68 has, but I need to get on and finish editing it. It'll probably be the best one because it's not available on ESU yet. I know Mr. Croft over at Road and Rails has been after that one, but anyway. Has the Locomotive got a working light on the smoke box? What locomotive? Which locomotive am I talking about? Oh, sorry, yes, the locomotive on the screen, sorry. Yes, it does. Let me just, so I can turn it on and off there. Interestingly, I found this out recently because I was really confused when I got this loco, because the lamp iron is not at the top of the smoke box, like you see there. It's down to one side, and the reason for it is because of overhead wires. It's got all the flashes on the loco to basically say that it's got electrification overhead, that kind of thing. And the way to counter it was basically put the lamp iron down there, as opposed to at the top of the smoke box door. So that's why the lamp is in a funny place, just before we get the comment. Good to know. I need another J70. Alan, unfortunately, if you need another J70, it will literally be go and get the bits from Digitrains. Unfortunately, all those bits, all those bits are basically the property of Digitrains, so I do not have any of it, unfortunately. But yeah, you can still get all the bits from them anyway. Zimo stuff, I still recommend Zimo. They're great decoders at the end of the day. I use a lot of Zimo products in my stuff as well. But yeah, I will just have to go and buy it full whack like everybody else does. Flyman Chairman 1, no WAV files in the emails. Then John, no, again, it's not my email, it was their email address. So again, nothing. I literally come away with nothing, and if I did come across anything like that, it's not in my best interest to use it anyway, because I don't want to get in trouble or anything like that. At the end of the day, it's their property. It's it's for them to do what they like with. When the headboard's fitted midway down on the smoke box door as well. Yeah, exactly, James. The headboards were fitted halfway down the door as well. Yep. In actual fact, I think some of them actually fitted onto the dart of the smoke box as well. Actually, I'm really getting off track here. So yeah, obviously, I've just been working on bits of the layout and trying to do various bits and bobs. So yeah, the camera angle's moved slightly a little bit there. You can see the remnants of what I've done there. Obviously I need to work on blending in that little hole a bit better. But originally you can see where the signal used to be and now where the signal's moved to. My main reason for moving that signal was when I had a train, and you have to excuse me, I have to sort of get up and do my hands sort of bit here. When I had a train in this section here, it was a case of the signal was that close that I couldn't fit the train in without it straddling over the crossover there. So by moving the signal further round, I've managed to remove that little conundrum. So yeah, so the signal has moved this week. Well, yesterday. As I say, I've basically spent yesterday and today going absolutely crazy. Aaronville, oh, look at this. He's like a mind reader here. Camera at the turntable. Well, I'm happy to report there is a camera at the turntable, but we'll get to that in a minute. I've basically spent the last few days doing lots of wiring, getting things rewired and back into place, etc. The loop down the far end, we now have working, well, we have power in the sidings, should I say. I haven't had enough time, unfortunately, to get the points or the point motors fitted and wired up at the same time. Now, yeah, I know the argument is obviously they're just two wires. They're the nice Smale point motors. They are fantastically easy to fit, use, wire, program, etc. But again, I've just not had time. Me and the wife did go out for a lovely Sunday roast at Arrow Farm. So the farm shop. Lovely, lovely, lovely roast beef. Oh, so good. So good. Timber Surf, have we had the big news yet? The big news is I no longer work at Digitrains. That is the big news. But in terms of saying where I'm going, I gotta be honest, and this is purely selfish on my part for once in my entire life, but I am having way too much fun with everybody guessing where I'm going. So I'm literally going to leave it till tomorrow. End of play tomorrow. I will obviously let you all know. Thanks for the invite. Well, you could have come, mate. Door's always open. You don't need an invite to turn up here. Crikey, just walk in. Richard got a question. Ooh. Haunted Halloween Railway has a question for New Junction. Is he going to post it in the chat though? But yes, so as you can see there, the points are wired up as well. Obviously, you might be able to see just in the background there is a layout stood on the far end. So obviously where I've left Digitrains, I used to store a lot of my exhibition layouts there. So I've had to bring them home, sadly. So yeah, I'm kind of, I really don't know where I'm going to put them at the moment. And in terms of that white plastic you can see in the background there, just in the middle of the sort of shot there, that's actually the white plastic to go along this back wall here to hopefully stop the back scene from going crazy again. I don't know. It's really strange stuff. But anyway, let's go back. So junction cam, right. Don't know if you can really see it from here. But obviously we've had a bit of change of signalling as well. So the nice, I think they call it lattice signal, that's now replaced the post signal. So that's this one on this side. And then we've got the post signal on the far side, which is actually a distance. So there we go. A full-time rail nut. I think I am a full-time rail nut already. I don't think I need to go and be a full-time rail nut. I think I already am. And I'm sure the wife would definitely agree with it. Ian Jeffries, howdy. Have you put something blue on the point with the Pullman? Something blue on the point with the Pullman. Hey, have I left something down there? Oh, no, it's just, it's the Flymo's, there you go, it's just gone up the chat now. So yeah, as the chat goes up, basically, it's Flymo's spanner. To basically say that he's the admin. You have Westmoreland at home then? At home there, John. Yes, I have Westmoreland. Westmoreland's at home. I have Halland at home. I have Byway at home. They're all at home with me at the moment. I think you've got a Las Vegas show. Oh dear. All the silly ones are coming out. I did see Jerry BVR pop in the chat there, so sorry if I not mentioned the fact you were there. It's part of the chat. Yeah, it's part of the chat. Tim. Scarlet Attempted and the Acura Scale 37. This is after telling myself I wouldn't buy one. The wife doesn't know. Buy one. I'm not going to say any more. I'm just going to say buy one. Honestly, I love the Acura Scale 37. I've got another one on its way, so that means I'm going to have 7. I've got another one on pre-order, so that will make it 8. I think by the time I'm finished, I'm probably going to end up with about 10 of them. And I have just put a new cabinet up. John's going to work for Jenny Kirk. Yeah, our guru of sound. What does she do? She does that whole guru of sound thing with her arm, doesn't she? So it just amuses me so much, the fact that she does it every time she says my name. That's even more funny. But there we go. I'm sure that 2 pride coaches are different sides. Oh, that was your question, wasn't it? Oh, I didn't read the question. Oh, it's gone. It's gone off my chat now. 10, is that it? Well, it's more than you've got. I could very well end up with the entire collection at this rate. Just have an entire cabinet full of 37s. But saying that, I don't think I've got enough room in my glass. I've put another glass cabinet up, by the way. I could have 15. I could have 15 in a cabinet. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? 15 in a glass cabinet. I hope the glass cabinet doesn't break. That would be the awful thing, wouldn't it? What the wife doesn't know won't hurt you. James Hardy, do I have an Acura Scale Manor? No. I am thinking about getting one of the black BR liveried ones, though. I think that would be quite a cool one to have, actually. So, Mark Wilson, good evening. How are you, mate? I hope you're well. Your modelling's looking cracking, as ever. Puts all the rest of us to shame, but there we go. If I guess right, will you confirm it? If you guess right, I will not confirm it, no. As I say, I'm having way too much fun with people guessing this. I've got one of the DRS ones that were left in stock. Cool, excellent. Proper sound DCC installs. Good evening, John. Good evening, mate. I hope you're well. So probably just carrying on with what I was saying earlier. My news is obviously, a lot of you have seen that I've obviously left Digitrains. My last day was Wednesday, just gone. So I've enjoyed a couple of days of having a go, doing some bits with the layout as well. Friday I did go over to the Sutton's Loco Works Symposium, I think they called it. I just call it the event, but anyway. So yeah, went and saw one of the new Sutton Class 25s. Incidentally, I did order one. I did bring the leaflet home with me. Incidentally, I did go and order one. I went and ordered that one. So it's got to be green for me. Although they do some really cool blue livery ones as well. But yeah, I did go and put my name down for one of them actually. And the amusing thing is I did laugh at them when they basically said, "Oh, do you want it sound and stay alive?" I did sort of snigger and sort of look at them and be like, "Really?" So no, I've just got a DCC ready one coming, and I will obviously do my bits as I always do with locos. So yeah, looking forward to that. That should be around Christmas sort of time. It's going to be an expensive few months for me actually, with all these models keep coming out and etc etc. So yeah, I'll go back to the cameras. So we are getting, I'm eventually going to get to the area that I want to get to anyway, but the junction's obviously changed, obviously, and at some point I will sort out the car park. They basically moved in this area because I was doing work down the far end, and that's where they were all situated at one point. But anyway, so I'll skip across to this one here. So, dun, 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 dun. You can probably see a little bit there of what I've actually done. So yeah, I've replaced the single post with one of the new Dapol dual LMS left-hand bracket signals. I'm quite impressed with it, if I'm being honest. It's very quiet. It works really well, and I do like the bounce on the actual signal mast itself. I don't know how well you can see it. I will try it out for you and show you. So you can see the arm go up, and then when the arm goes down, it gives you a little bounce. You can't really see that far one actually because it's annoyingly in the back scene, but there we go. But yeah, quite impressed with that, and obviously I've gone through and static grassed and done all that side of the actual layout, and gone and static grassed all the way down the side here. Sorry, let me just, so yeah, static grass all the way along here. This is obviously all still gluing, so it looks a bit wet. That's the new bracket signal, and then of course I've done all along that side with static grass and finished it off. Need to do a bit of a hedgerow kind of thing in there just to blend it in a bit more. But hopefully the plan will be, I don't know how well you can hear me, I hope you can hear me alright. But yeah, so hopefully the plan will be just to finish off that side a little bit, and then I can carry on with sort of an area in the MPD as well. This has all been changed a little bit down here, the ground cover. Originally I put some foam board in there with the hope of sort of making it into a nice hard ground. However, it's kind of cracking along the sides here and it doesn't look very good, so I've sort of resorted to a bit of a change. Whilst I was working, I worked with a guy at Digitrains called David Wykes, and he always used to recommend these AK terrain pots. So I'll just bring it up here. This one's asphalt. I've also got concrete as well. Basically, it's like a paste sort of stuff, and you can really build it up and you know, sand it down as well. I've used it for my platforms as well, because once it basically dries, you can basically sand it as well, and it gives you like a grade sort of texture, that kind of thing. So it's quite nice. It's good stuff actually. I highly recommend that. You get them in big tubs like that, or littler tubs, smaller tubs, smaller tubs. But anyway, so yeah, I have a bit of a mess of cables down there at the moment. That's because what I'm in the process of doing is I'm in the process of going around the underside of the layout and installing a load of USB hubs. So I've got one directly in front of me there, and I've got one over in that corner over there. And what that basically gives me the ability to do is add little cameras around the layout, etc. And speaking of little cameras, we'll go on to the big one, which is that one there. So that now is the turntable camera. So many a times I'm sure you've watched me have to turn around, try and look, try and peer, try and guess where the loco is, or stand up and go and stand over there while I drive it on the turntable. Not anymore. So this has now given me the ability to basically watch me turntable from here, which is pretty cool. So yeah. Sounds good enough to me. The video is up to 1080. That should be okay. Thomas isn't in the truck. What's he doing? He's hiding. Yeah, I thought it would be quite funny just to tuck him down the back of the building, especially with this new camera angle, because if you go to the other camera angles, you can't see him at all. It's only when you go to this new camera angle that you end up seeing him. But I have a plan to do more of these little cameras. I've got several others coming. I've still got one little small one which I plan to replace the there's one that sort of the junction camera sort of sits down there. My plan is to try and blend that into the back scene a little bit better. It's not one of the Bachmann Thomas actually, it's a Tumix one. It's one I've had for many years. I did try to DCC convert it at one point, but the motors had it basically. I mean, it's donkey's years old. I mean, it's had a bit of a hard life as well. But no, sadly I only have Thomas as well, so I could really do with like Annie and Clarabelle just to sort of complete the set sort of thing. Aaronville, great new turntable camera. Please move it left slightly so we can see the whole turntable. No, that's not the point. The whole point is, so if I drive this, if I drive my 8F on now, for instance, let's make sure I've got the 8F. The whole point is if I drive the Loco on to the turntable, well, it's probably wide enough that we could move it a little bit to the left. I can't do that now because obviously it's fixed into the building, so I'll need to do a little bit of alteration to get it to sit left a little bit. But yeah, obviously this gives us a good bit of fun to be able to watch locomotives pull onto the turntable. I mean, this is the major sort of thing. It's literally so I can watch when the loco is on the turntable properly. So like there, for instance, perfectly on the turntable now. That 8F needs to be loaned out again. Yep, by all means. By all means, come and get it. You know where it is. Powered USB hubs. Old USB struggles with multiple camera setups for me. So, sorry, let me just get rid of that fly. So yes, they are all powered USB hubs. They are the USB-B hubs would be the technical term for them. The way I have to do it though is my software basically has to deactivate the camera when it's using it. So on the way, yep. But yeah, we're not going to turn it round because it's actually the right way round. But what we can do is we can run some trains and then we can have some fun with the camera. Very cool, he says. Very cool. Ooh. So yeah, we can all have a bit of fun now. Oh, I need to get used to these buttons though. This is the only thing I'm finding. Ding ding ding. Ding ding ding. Ding ding ding. My turntable has been, from day one it worked really well, and then we tried to do different things with the turntable or different systems, and then it became a bit of a headache. And then of course, as a lot of you regulars will have seen as well, we'd had the cameo sort of thing of the episode of Thomas where James was going really really fast on the turntable. But yeah, so let me just show you this as well. So what we've basically got is we've got the 4-coach train, so that will pull out, and then if we look at the junction cam, we've obviously got a red signal there. So what we'll do is we'll pull up to the red signal, and this is obviously what I was saying about moving the signal. So the signal, if you can see the slightly different coloured ballast just down the front there, that's where the signal used to be. Which used to throw up a few problems because obviously it wasn't far enough away for you to be able to fit the so normally it'd be there and I'd still have half a coach overhanging the point. So at least now I can get it up to sort of the area just in front of the signal there. And if we cut back to the camera, I'm a good sort of 6 inches clear. I know that's not really very practical, but you know, space is at a bit of a premium, but there we go. So yeah, what we can do now is we can change that one. We can change the next one as well, and we'll just have it basically shoot all the way off down the far end and come back, because at this point then we can get some trains out and have a bit of fun with a new turntable cam, etc. When the space is not at a premium, no, unfortunately you have to kind of build what you got here. I mean, you know, the layout itself is probably about 30 feet in length in total, but basically it's, you got a 10 there, 10 there and a 10 there, and then it goes through the wall and disappears down good 16 odd feet down the far end, and then basically at the far end of 16 feet it goes into a big loop which you can just about see in the distance, kind of thing. But yeah, so we can go down to the loop. Oh, that's not the loop cam anymore. Obviously eventually that will have lots of different things on it as well, so I need to work up to all that. Valleys 56XX, good evening, hope you're well, mate. So there we go, it's on the way back now. Obviously we got the new shed cam, which shed cam, turntable cam, that kind of thing. Doesn't really show the overview. I did consider maybe dropping this down a little bit, just so we can see a little bit further, but the irony is I don't want to hit my head on it. Well, not just yet anyway. So we need to put the camera, need to put the signal up, excuse me. Need to get another little camera in that, another 2 cameras in that signal box, don't I? So that would be pretty cool. Bit like this one here. It's fine when you live in a castle like John does, as much space as you like. I don't live in a castle. This is when have I lived in a blooming castle? Flippin' heck. And if it was a castle, what the hell am I doing with red brick in it? God, living awful. Robert, hello, I've just joined. Have you said where the new job is? Good luck. No, I haven't said where the new job is. I am literally leaving it till the end of play tomorrow. Now, there are a few people that do know. Love the signal box bell, by the way. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. The cameras are actually from eBay. I had a little play with multiple different cameras. Now, I did have a rubbish one somewhere, which I've replaced. The honest answer is I can't remember what I've actually done with the rubbish ones. No, I can't actually remember what I've done with them now. Bit of a sharp break there. Whoops. The new place will announce it on social first thing, surely. They might do. It's a castle, Minecraft castle. What, called John's Castle on Minecraft, is it? Well, I'm known for famous things. I'm also known for poetry, etc. If you do know, leave heart comments. I don't know, but I'll tell you what, I'll add some heart comments just for the sake of it. The answer to your question, Robert, no, I haven't announced it yet. I probably won't announce it, is the honest answer, or I probably personally won't get round to answering it. It will be out there tomorrow. I certainly know that the Monday Club, Jenny Kirk's channel, that will probably go on there as well, and that will be announced on there as well. Can we look at DCC smell? The best thing I have found is the diesel soaked rag. You can get like oil, the smoke units, for instance, the little Sooth smoke units. There used to be a company that basically did, I can't remember the name of them now, but you used to be able to get different smelling smokes. That used to, little oils that used to basically drop in them, and there was like steam engine or coal fire. There was diesel. There was a bacon one as well, like a bacon sort of cooking on the frying pan, sort of bacon smell one, which was quite good. There was a few different ones actually. So yeah, there are smoke things around. Oh, that's gonna really get me every time now, that is. So, right. I need to go fetch a loco. Because I can. Ooh. Ooh. Why won't it let me? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, there we go, got it now. Let's have some fun. We can get a loco out of a siding. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it, love it. He says, and then it goes and fails. What's that all about? Oh, that's because I've not wired in the frogs on the points yet. He's Simon Kohler's replacement at Hornby. No, definitely not. Definitely not. What's this? What have I missed? Simon. John may run until 9 here. He's had much to say. Maybe before 9. What have I missed? Have I missed something? Oh no. Is somebody wanting me to stop early? Why do I need to stop early? Can't see where it is. Just got to basically wait for it now. So, Hot Dog Pilot Andy, good evening. I have been trying to get into your live streams, but I'm failing quite miserably, if I'm honest. We're currently waiting on the 03 to bring in some coaching stock. Flavoured smoke oil was called Mega Steam, was it? I can't remember now. I remember it coming out, and I remember seeing it and thinking, oh, that's quite cool. I did get the coal-fired one once upon a time, so that was pretty cool. I don't know what happened to it, actually. Might still be in one of my drawers somewhere. In case you're wondering, yes, that is marker lights on the 03 that all work. Because I can, so I will. Hickory burning, yeah, the bacon, yes, that was it. They did do a bacon one. Where's the 15XX? It's in the siding just there. So it's just there. So we can pull that out and it can go on the front of this Suburban set if you like. Why not? Let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. See from the top of my lungs what's going on. Oh, need to keep going a little bit further. Right, so that lot's parked in there. We need to go to that one, which I've sent it down the wrong track because I realised halfway along. So single slip, yep, you are indeed correct, Iron Horse. I did think about a double slip, but then I thought, do you know what, they wouldn't use a double slip in that sort of small an area on an engine shed, so yeah, we changed it. Time off, Andy, how dare you? Why not? Definitely. Wired, well wired in there, mate. Not bad a job it was. Got the LEDs in. Ooh. Okay. LEDs. Oh, I can't keep up with the chat tonight. It's bad enough trying to get a sound into a J27. Yeah, but it's also handy when you know someone that done it and sends you a picture. But anyway, so are you feeling better now, Iron Horse, says Mark Wilson. So you doing up? Naughty. Wangop, good evening. I wish I'd used a single slip. This double slip I use throws a sort of circuit every time I use the frogs. Oh, right. It's a bit of playing about, but they're not, they're not unusable. I mean, I've got double slips around the layout. The main junction, for instance, that's got a double slip on it. Oh, let's see if we can use camera 2 to couple on to the coaches. Have I got it? Right. Okay then. Let's go for it then. I did think about the Hornby 2MT, but I've not put my name down for one or anything yet. This part where I find out I'm dragging the... No, I'm not dragging the... I've tried every way I can think. Still throws a dead short. Frogs are dead now. Stay alive are mandatory. It sounds very quiet. Might need to check that out actually. For some reason the sound is very, very quiet on it tonight. I thought I'd turned it up louder than that, but obviously not. So, right. While that's away, need to go and sort this out, don't we? I've not got that. Where is it then? Maybe we need a camera for that uncoupler. Hello, Jen and Richard on the bridge. Yeah, need to get some more figures. Same size as vape juice bottle. Ugh. Are we talking about the smoke again? So. No, I will be doing one though. I definitely will be doing one, actually. Flavoured smoke. I wouldn't want dare not get a bacon flavoured one because can't have bacon anymore. It's a sad, sad world when you can't have bacon anymore. Let's all just go to, if they're at Worley, let's all go and see him. Let's all go and have yeah. Need to pick my route through this lot, don't I? Want a little version of me makes the fire and drive me locos? Yeah, I'll be up for that. I need to get some figures of me done as well, actually. So generally helps if I change direction, doesn't it? Quickly go. See, this is the problem, right? So literally, here's me playing guesswork at the moment, trying to figure out where it is. So now I can go to this cam and look at that. I can literally just see exactly where I need it to be. But what's happened there? Hey? Not entirely sure what's going on there, but right. Let's turn it round. Literally gave up just as I got it on the turntable. So, I think what we'll do is, while that's turning round, let's have the Duchess. Barnes Junction, good evening, everyone, he says. Hi, Jason. Da, 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 da. Let's get the Duchess out. Up in there. That's the 15XX just there. Sorry, I'm realising I'm concentrating so much on... like controlling my trains and realise I'm not actually talking. Black 5. Gotta love a Black 5. It's weird actually, I've never had a Black 5 for absolute ages, so I'm hoping to attend the Gets on the Sunday. Such a busy month. I I will be there both days. Oh, hang on. Stay there. Let's just quickly do this. Right, everyone just wait for it now. Again, I don't know how well you can hear that. But yeah, my wife is telling me the handbrake is on the locomotive. I didn't do that deliberately, I promise. Aaronville, I did see your comment earlier. Which steam engine do you have that can take the steam oil? Nope, don't have one. With your new employer. Ooh, hang on. I've missed something somewhere. Timbersurf, I'm hoping to make the meet and greet myself, but obviously I'm struggling for a bit of people to help me with the layout at the moment. So yeah, I'll just have to kind of wait and see what happens. What is your layout called that you will be taking to Gets? It's Byway MPD. It's actually in the Hornby magazine this month. So if you fancy going and having a look at the layout, it's in the magazine this month. Let's see if Rapido couplings are any good. I.e., will they work with this uncoupling ramp? Let's just make sure I'm on it. No, I'm not on it. I'm not on it. Oh, yes, I am. Sorry, scratch that. I'm on it. Worley needs to find a venue, definitely. I agree with that. It's so expensive. It's such an expensive event. Are the trains on camera going to be on your layout at Gets? More than likely. More than likely. I mean, it's only a little MPD layout, so I've got to draw the line somewhere, because obviously it will get very cramped otherwise. You need the cameras to aim at the coupling ramp. Yes, I need a camera to aim at the coupling ramp. I did actually say that earlier, actually. So, yeah, either that or I need to have a look at it myself. So, Alex Dent, update on my garden railway, John. The garden railway is local amendment, going to be closed due to upgrades. Ooh. I've gone way too far with that. Costs more to park at Worley than to get in. Yeah, I think it's gone up to like £15 to park at Worley. It's just stupid. Just really, really is stupid. Yeah, I definitely need to get the focus better on that camera, don't I? Needs a bit of weathering. Who do we know that does weathering here, guys? Anyone we know? Puts a lot of folks off, Mark Wilson. Costs nearly 70 quid to get in. And that's half my spending money. Yeah, do you know what? I'd probably agree with that, to be honest. Even as an exhibitor, they make it awkward and horrible for you, to be honest. Wangok, I will not be going to Worley. That's a shame, mate. But hopefully we'll see you at Getz. That'd be nice. I mean, the Dons, the MK Dons thing at quick pickup and go and run the empty coaching stock back. Send it up, I'll do it, John. Excellent. I was only kidding, but yeah. I might have to send you something to do at some point. Let's get rid of empty coaching stock. That's interesting. Where are all the trains? Oh! Well, what on earth's happened there then? Hey everyone. It's quite awkward at the moment because I can't get down that side, so I have to reach right over the whole thing. That couldn't have been any worse for me there. I'm going to end up with more cameras than I am layout at this rate, Flymo. should stop itself. Famous last words. Oh, there we go. Hey, that means we can go play down the far end. And try and drop this empty coaching stock off. That class 37 is out of error. Have I missed the big news because I was having dinner? No, you haven't missed the big news. The news is basically I've left Digitrains. Basically I'm unemployed at the moment. Well, until tomorrow morning anyway, when I start my new job. So yeah, I'm sure it will be all the talk of the town tomorrow, where I've gone and etc. etc. So yep, it'll all be revealed tomorrow. So just wait, just hold fire, and yeah, you will get the announcement like everybody else will. I've not installed a coupling ramp yet. I've not installed a coupling ramp yet, so I need to manually uncouple, unfortunately. Those dead frogs are a nuisance. Well, it wouldn't be fun without it. Live stream tumble dryer. Ooh. Well, that one there. That was a bit fast. Good test to make sure my point work is working. There we go, we've got the signal. I'd much rather be part of a live stream chat than watch drills on TV these days. Yeah, there is some pretty rubbishy things on TV, if I'm honest. However, I can't be honest, right? I've managed to get my wife to watch sci-fi with me. Now, I don't know how many of you guys got Disney Plus or anything like that sort of thing, but there's a terrific series on there called The Orville, right? Go and watch it. It's got Seth MacFarlane in it, who's a comedian guy that basically does all the voices for Stewie and Quagmire and all these kind of things and everything like that. But go and watch The Orville thing. I've actually managed to get my wife to watch something sci-fi with me, which is just crazy. It's nuts. It's awesome. But she loves it. She thinks it's absolutely hilariously funny. So, yeah. I must be doing something right by introducing her to that. So, yeah. Go and watch The Orville. I was actually introduced to it, actually, by Richard Brighton at DCC Concepts. He was the one that introduced me to it ages and ages ago. And, of course, I saw it appear on Disney Plus, and that was it. I was just like, right, that's it. I need to watch it like this. And I started watching it, and then Jenna was like, well, what were you watching? This is cool, this is funny. So, yeah, I've heard of The Orville. Yeah, go and watch it. And we're not talking about the silly green bird thing with a diaper on or anything like that. Orville. Yeah, no, go and watch it. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. It is really funny as well. So, right. That's the 15. That's the 15XX parked up. We'll get the. Always fun when the wife tries new things. New junction, be careful. Ooh, fire! Once you have watched Orville, nags Disney Plus to order. Oh, does it? It nags you to order season 4. Well, I don't know if I've seen season 4 or not yet, actually. I'd like to, though, because it's really funny. So. It is very, very funny. Have I done any more work on the diesel depot? I'm trying to work out a track plan at the moment. It's probably the only thing I can really say at the moment. And if I'm honest, it's not going that well. I thought with these few days off that I must do... I thought that was an uncoupling. I must do some bits on the actual layout and do some improvements, etc. Yeah, definitely need a camera. Make that season 4. Not renewed or cancelled. Hang on, what? Orville's cancelled? Oh, don't tell me things like that. Just got my wife into sci-fi and you're telling me something like that's cancelled now. We can't watch it. That's no good. Have we had any more guesses in the chat as to where I'm going? It's just so much fun, honestly. I have way too much fun listening to people trying to guess where I'm going. Right, we need to go to the... What? Hey. Interesting. Oh! What's that done? Ooh. Weird. I need to get a figure of me done, actually, by Model U. I need to join the collection. It's very difficult trying to remember which engine's which on this as well. You're going to drive trains for an actual living? I would like to go and drive trains for an actual living, actually. I wouldn't mind it. Don't know if anybody would give me a job though, but anyway. So Lofty Dale, hello John, hello Anthony, I think that is. Billy's replacement speakers. Ultimately the best model railway manufacturer. Iron Horse, Akira Scale are slowly and surely recruiting everyone in the model railway scene so they can rule the world with an army of train nerds. Ah, that's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me. Train nerd, thanks. I really appreciate that. Blimey, only 8:30. This is cranky. It's Anthony and the Flying Chairman. Hello. The Flying Chairman? Now I'm confused. Mr. French? No? The Flying Chairman? Oh, need to change that quick. Nearly had a derailment then. I can only say it because I too am a train nerd. I have loads of freight stock, but the annoying thing is it's all packed away in a box. The layout, up to about 15 minutes before the actual show, had nothing on it. It was literally a case of everything had been basically stuffed all over the diesel depot area just for me to do scenic work on the actual layout. So yeah, the honest answer to that is I don't have any freight stock. I could get the breakdown crane out though. Actually, the breakdown crane's down the opposite end, so I could get that out, I suppose. Actually, do you know what? Yeah, let's go and let's get this thing parked on the turntable. See, this is why we needed the shed cam. Not the shed cam, the turntable cam, because although I've got to be honest, it does make it look a bit weird, doesn't it? That's it. We're now on the turntable. We can turn around, no problem at all. Let's, yeah, do you know what? Let's have the, let's have the 24 is on the front of the 24. You just go and manually flick the points. Oh yeah, you can have the breakdown crane. That's a great shot, to be honest. I'm assuming we're talking about the turntable camera. That 25 sounds familiar. Well, it's a 24, but it has a 25 sound in it. And yes, it should sound familiar because it's one of your sound files. Ah, curse you, live frogs. They're not wired up yet. I'd have thought that would have made it, but never mind. Obviously not. Right, let's have the breakdown crane out. Did anyone go to the Sutton's Loco Works over the weekend? I did. I was there on Friday, actually. So they had some nice layouts there. I did order one of the Class 25s. Wow, I need to turn that down. That thing's so loud. Yes, I did go to the Sutton's Loco Work do, and I ordered one of them. Ugh. So yes, I put my name down for one of those. So I have a Sutton's 25 come in. I do have a Sutton's 24 as well, but it lives in a glass cabinet is the best way to explain it. Lovely. I think we're gonna have an 8F. I think we're going to have an 8F, so let's go here. Yeah, another one. My current one actually has a ESU file in it, which is Jamie Goodman's Class 25. So Jamie's in the comments here, guys. But it's actually got his 25 in, and actually what I've done is I've gone and put a working AWS feature on it. So dotted around the layout, there's a couple of little magnets that basically respond to hall sensors on the bottom of the locomotive. That way, it's a case of if you don't acknowledge by just dabbing the brake a little bit, it's a case of it basically goes and throws itself into an emergency stop, which is quite a cool little feature, I think. Anyway, I did do a video on it as well, actually. Why does the Sutton's Class 24 live in a glass cabinet? Because I like to keep certain models out of the way from getting damaged, is the best thing to work. Working AWS, yep. Are you gonna make me get it out of the cabinet now, aren't you? Oops. Yes, we are. Here it is then. Sutton's Class 24. And underneath, a little hall sensor just there. James Pets, I have the Sutton Loco Works Class 25 on order. I have one too, as of yesterday. But yeah, looking forward to it. If it's anything like the Sutton's 24, man alive, it's just going to be awesome. So you have a magnet on a servo mounted under the board that is tied to the signal. So the AWS is only triggered when the signal's... you could do that. I haven't done it in this case, if I'm honest. They are just little tiny round magnets that are sat in front of certain signals, like this distance signal that's on the right hand side of the screen near Loch Lomond. There is basically just a fixed magnet under there. But yes, you could do that. A little magnet on servos would probably be the best way to do it. If I can get some trains out of the way, I'll show you. Right, let me get this one out of the way. Let's get that one out of the way. A bit quiet tonight, aren't I? But yeah, so James Pets, as you say, the best way to do it would be a servo mounted underneath. Now, I am in the process of converting a lot of these signals and... not the signals, excuse me. The point motors under the layout. They're too noisy for my liking, so I'm in the process of converting them over to servos. I'm using the Switch Pilot Servo version 5, excuse me. Is it version 5 or version 3? I can't remember now. I think it's version 3, thinking about it. Yeah, so I'm in the process of doing that as well. Tim Marsh, I think the use of the Mega Pack for West Hill Wagon Works to create the curved track. How have you found them? I mean, Richard's used them. I've actually used them on the loop down the far end as well, actually. I actually have them on the loop down the far end as well, actually. So, I mean, they're okay. I like them. I think they do a really good job, to be honest. So... oh... Right, I'm going to have to pull this one forward, and then what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to shut this one up, because otherwise you just won't hear. I need to adjust the volumes on it. But as I said, there is a video on my YouTube channel of this one actually working. So what I'll do is I'll try, how can I do this? Right, so I don't know how well you can see it, but just there is a magnet. I mean, the Sutton's 24 is lovely. You know, it's leaps ahead of the other one. The only thing I will say is this one, basically in shot here, I do actually have a working fan in that, and I did that years and years back. So, right, what was I doing? Sutton's 24. I think I might need to go and turn some other locos off as well. Right. Okay. My watch is telling me that I've done 24 steps in the last hour. I wonder why. Might need to turn the volume up on it as well. So if I put it on camera 3, what have we got in the comments? I think he does, Tim, just not the cobalts. I use the cobalts. Is there a reason you don't use slow action cobalt range? No, because I use the MP1s at the moment. Much smaller footprint, much smaller point motor. The only thing I think that's a bit of a letdown is they are a little bit noisy. I mean, the cobalts are fine. I mean, on the loop, down the far end, I actually use the Smales, which is basically the tortoise equivalent. So, right. What I'll quickly do... I'll drive this at the magnet. Rather annoyingly, it stops just in that place where you can't see it. So let me just back up a minute. This is another loco that's just really, really noisy. It's annoying it didn't pick up on the magnet that time. So there we go, basically. Now what I basically just have to do is I basically just have to cycle the F2 function, and that will basically now allow me to resume. That is hilarious. Okay, why is it hilarious, James? I need to turn the volume on that down, sorry. That is hilarious. Why is it hilarious? I mean, I just thought it was a cool little feature to do that nobody has really done. So I just thought it'd be one of those really cool, funky things to try out and see if I could sort out. So if I send this that way round, so there's another magnet just there. Problem is I've turned the sound down now, haven't I? Just quickly turn it up. So yeah, if I leave it, so the AWS horn's playing. There's the emergency brake sound, and then the loco comes to a stop. And then toggle the brake, just like that, just touch of a button, then it carries on. So if I run this back the other way, for example, obviously it will go off. But then in this case what I'll do is I will use the brake feature so the horn will go wherever it is. There it is. If I now toggle the brake, the horn goes quiet and I can still drive and still got control. So yeah, that was a little fun exercise I had. Thought it'd be worth a little play just to see what I could do with it, that sort of thing. Right, now I've got to hurry up now because I've got to do a bit of tradition, haven't I? I'm really going to struggle. I'm really going to struggle because I've got a 24 sat in the... Ah! Right, this is probably going to be one of those awkward shunts. I'm going to run out of time at this rate. Bit of wrong line running. Time for the Pullman. It is time for the Pullman, but I've got to be a little bit sneaky in the sense I've got to get this thing off the layout first. This is the problem with the blue Pullman. It takes up a lot of space. SJ Train World, I'm off. Night, guys. Have a good evening. Thanks very much for tuning in, and I hope your live stream goes well tonight, mate. Thanks for tuning in again. So, right, you have multiple 37s, but oh dear, that's not gone well at all. That's not gone well at all. So take care, Simon. Thanks for tuning in again. The honest answer to your question, Tim, is I like the 37s so much that I have to have them, is the honest answer. So there's no specific kind of thing to it. It's just a case of I like them, so I'll run them kind of thing. I do, as you can see, I have multiple 37s. I do like my 37Os, so I'll just quickly drag them into shot. I do like my 37Os. I've also got the Concrete Bob. I've also got Spirit of the Lakes. I've got the green Backman one. I've got Doomray, which is the grey one. Yeah, I've got loads of stuff basically. Right, hang on. So we need to go like that, like that, like that. So, how did we do with guessing your new employment? Only one person has guessed it correctly so far. So that is one thing I can tell you. Only one person so far has guessed it correctly. Where is it? I can't find it. Ah! It's big and blue and I can't see it. Just make sure all the signals are set, which they are. Ooh, that's why you don't leave a Sutton's 24 on the layout. So the blue Pullman's just gone bang into it. Admittedly though, the Sutton's loco actually stopped the blue Pullman in its tracks, so that was quite funny. Enjoy your cheeseburgers in the next drive-through. Excellent. Oh, we're slightly overrun, but never mind. You can't win them all, as they say. So no, as I say, only one of you so far has guessed it. Run in the middle at Lidl. Do you know what? They do cool stuff in Lidl. I'm not going to deny that. They do some wicked stuff. But no, as I say, only one person. I have genuinely only seen one person in the comments that has guessed it right so far. Billy's replacement speaker got mentioned. No, it's not Billy's replacement speakers. As I say, I get my speakers from various different sources, and they've all been really, really good speakers. The Blue Pullman, for instance, the layout is a noise with owl sound speakers. So yeah, have a look at his stuff as well. Bandus Junction, no, it's not a Cura scale. Slightly confused. Excellent, so that's not going to make it here. Excellent, the 8F's not going to make it there because it's derailed, so on that note then I'm just going to have to shut everything down and call it there, but anyway. So yeah, the 8F has basically, I forgot to, and you kept a straight face when they guessed. What? DCC Concepts? No, I have worked for DCC Concepts in the past, but no, I'm not going back to them. No, as I say, I've genuinely only seen one person this evening in the comments that has guessed correctly. But as I say, you will all find out tomorrow. So I really do appreciate that. You know, take care, guys. Take care, guys. You know, I'll see you on the other side, and I'll have some interesting information for you tomorrow. So again, thanks for watching. Really do appreciate it. I did see probably the highest point. I did have about 34 people watching at one point. So again, appreciate it. Massive thanks again. Good luck. Hope it goes extremely well for you. Thank you very much. You'll need to watch the stream back. Ooh, there's Flymo with the idea there. So good night, everyone. Good night, John. Thanks very much, Tim. Ciao for now. Timbersurf, thanks again. Really do appreciate it. Everyone, thank you again so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Dongal Dad, Model Railway. Good night, John and everyone. Great stream as ever. Thank you very much, Valleys 56XX. See me in a fortnight, so 15th of October. Oh, blimey. I never think of these things, do I? Oops, there goes my phone holder. Luckily my phone wasn't on it. Will it be the 15th? It won't be the 15th because it will be Gets. So we might have to do either next Sunday or the 22nd. Or we could do next Sunday and then do the 22nd. That sounds like a good idea. Let's see what we can do with that anyway. So yeah, good luck, John. Thank you. Really do appreciate it, guys. So yeah. New job tomorrow, start bright and early. I've got to set my alarm for 6:30, and I have to get up and basically make my way over for induction. I approve of Gets. Yes, I'll see you all at Gets as well. So yeah, do come and say hello to me at Gets. My layout is Byway MPD. I will be there with it as well as the handbrake on. She will be there too. No, my wife. Sorry, my wife will be there too. So yeah, come and say hello to us both, and we'll see you all at Gets, if not before. Take care, guys, and I'll end the stream there. I've gone way over. Oh, look at that! I'm 10 minutes over, but never mind. Take care, everyone. I'll speak to you all soon, and watch out in the comments and announcements tomorrow as to regards to where I'm going. See you later.